I don't think Lazy Boy makes a recliner that is as comfortable as, but I'm just giving you some of the things that I do when I'm riding long distance. There's a bat wing, the wind's blowing, oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. I got to run all the way. All right, guys, it's an absolute beautiful day. 80 degrees outside. It feels amazing. Sunny, blue skies, a little bit of clouds. It's a windy day. I'm on a road trip. I got my uncle behind me and my dad behind him. We're actually on our way back toward Fayetteville. I decided to make this video. Get in this lane here. I don't know how long it's going to be. Not on a curvy road, not on the mountain road or anything like that, not cruising beside the beach. But for those people that like to get out and put some miles on their bike, 500-600 miles on the interstate when you're traveling, you're going across country, this video's for you. Let me give you some advice, or tips I would say, for traveling long distance. First, let's talk about, okay, let me just get out of the fast lane. I'm not holding anybody up, but I might as well get out of it anyway. Let's talk about going or getting your bike ready for a long distance road trip. You saw the video a couple videos ago. Maybe you didn't. Maybe I should take this time to introduce myself. You might be your first time watching the channel. All right, so my name is Tall, and this is YouTube channel Traveling Tall. I ride a 2019 Street Glide. It is 124 cubic inch, 150 foot-pounds of torque, 130 horsepower, built by Zipper's Performance. Every light on my bike is custom dynamics. 21-inch wheel from RC Components on the front, 18-inch wheel from RC Components on the rear. The Para Daddy Long Leg seat. Now, the reason why I told you about the seat is I'm 6'5", and the stock Harley-Davidson seat, even though I traveled this country from Tennessee to California, going for 21 days, nice road glide, 21 days, yes, I said nice road glide, 21 days on this bike with a stock seat, and I was fine. But it just makes it so much better when you can have a seat that pushes you back and gives you a lot more leg room. No more hip pain, no more of that, anything like that. The first thing I always do to my motorcycle when I'm getting ready is, well, of course, you want to make sure all the maintenance and stuff is taken care of. If you need an oil change, get an oil change. If you need to get new tires, get new tires. Make sure you got a good battery and all those things. Not only a good battery in your motorcycle, you want your key fob to have a good battery. Last thing you want is to get out and you don't know how to start your bike because you lost your key fob or your key fob battery is dead. Do this, not now, but later. Do this, go to my YouTube channel and look, and I'll say 5 things that every Harley-Davidson rider needs to know. It will show you how to start your bike without your key fob. Now, somebody said something that was just real silly, and sometimes you just ignore it, but I'm going to address it right here on the video. It's like, Tall, you're teaching people how to steal somebody's Harley. How did you get that from watching that video? You need the key fob present in order to set your key fob. And you need the key fob present in order to find out what your key fob number is. So, if you leave your key in your bike, then they can steal it. They don't have to have the key fob number. And if they're there with you while you're setting your key fob number and they know the pin, I don't know, why'd you trust them in the first place? I'm not going to give anybody my key fob number if I don't trust them. You want to find that out, because there's plenty of times that you might be out on a trip, something like your key fob falls out of your pocket and you don't know the number, you're going to be in trouble. So watch that video. And if you don't have a Harley that has a key fob like that, watch it for your friends so you can tell them how to do it. Now, something that I put on my bike to make it that much more enjoyable for the long road trips is, can you see that? Highway pegs. Highway pegs is a must for me on road trips. I'm not the guy that's in town with his foot up on the highway pegs going through stop and go traffic or just going through the curvy roads. I feel like, now this is my opinion, if you got your feet up on the highway pegs and stop and go traffic, I don't think that's wise. You should always have your feet ready, your foot ready to be able to access that brake quickly. That extra millisecond or whatever could be life or death. So I keep my feet on the footboards the majority of the time. I'm not gonna say all the time. On the footboards when I'm going through stop and go traffic, so I can hit the brake quickly. Not gonna be in relaxed mode. And I'll tell you something, what happened to me. We have nothing but time, so let's talk. I was in Lake Tahoe, California. I'm riding, and I'm trying to be cool, full disclosure, and I'm riding my Harley, and I got my feet up on my highway pegs. Actually got my leg thrown over my highway pegs. And we're in stop and go traffic. I come to a stop because the red light turned red, and I'm coming to a stop. I go to pull my foot back off of my highway pegs, and my cuff of my pants got caught up on the highway peg, and man, that didn't even get caught up for like, I mean, all I had to do was just push my foot forward and take it back off. But you're talking about something that almost threw me into panic when I'm coming to a stop, and now I'm thinking I can't put my foot down because my pants is hung up on my highway peg. That's why, another reason why you shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? Stop and go traffic. I didn't fall, of course. I got my foot off of there. But highway pegs is the must. Another tip I'm going to give you, don't know what I'm calling this video. Maybe I'll call it tips, who knows. But another tip I'm going to give you is, if you see my lower right there, I have the old-fashioned, they don't like you to say crash bars. I have the old-fashioned engine guards. He knows who I'm talking about, who says don't call them crash bars. I have the old-fashioned engine guards that comes up higher. And I like them better than the little small mustache bars. Even though I like this, whoa, wind gust. I like the small mustache bars. They look cool, but they're not, to me, I like the big ones better because you can put lowers on it. I got 3 positions I can extend my legs, and that helps you ride long distance better. Right here, you see that? Foot on the highway peg. Just imagine there was no lowers here, but I put mine on the lowers. And then, uh-oh, is he okay? All right, must have broke down, but he's good. All right, then up here, you see that? That's when I really want to stretch my leg out. I've ridden 30, 40 miles with my foot up here like that, stretching my leg out. And then the other one I was talking about is just throwing my leg right over my highway peg. So that's 3 different positions that I can do that. Sometimes I need to, I'm 6'5", guys. So sometimes I need to stretch this leg out right here, and I'll throw it over there, or I'll throw it there. And there's several places you can put it. And with the long footboards, you have, get in this lane here, you have a couple of positions where you can put your feet at the end of the footboards, at the back. Now it's kind of limited with the heel toe shifter that I have on the left side, but on the right side you can do that. So highway pegs helps you out long distance. Something that I don't have but it will help you out. Look at that Corvette, that's nice. Will help you out on a long distance ride is a taller windshield, or a windshield that I do have that flips up. It's windy. That flips up the air, turns the air up, that shoots it up over your head. That helps to keep your helmet from doing all that buffeting. A helmet that's shaking around, moving around a lot on your head, distorting your vision, can give you a headache after a while. A noisy helmet, also, since I'm on this, a noisy helmet can give you a headache after a while. Noisy being not so much the exhaust, which I have Chromeworks 4.5s, and yes, those things rumble going down the road. They sound good to me. Not so much the exhaust, but the wind noise that's coming through your helmet after riding a bike 6-7 hours. It can get pretty bad on your ears. And I hate to say this, because I don't want, I'm going to tell you, I hate to say this, but earplugs sometimes I do ride with earplugs on long rides for the wind noise. And I don't want to tell you to wear earplugs because you need to be able to hear your surroundings. But I'm just giving you some of the things that I do when I'm riding long distance. I'm just saying things that's coming to my mind. I'm looking at the navigation screen here. Definitely navigation. The Harley navigation is pretty good if you integrate it with your phone. The good thing about that is if you're using Waze, it has hazards on the road. It can tell you a car stopped on the road. It can tell you that there's an object across the road. It can tell you that there's traffic up ahead. More importantly, it'll tell you that there's a speed trap up ahead. So there's so many things that Waze is good for. If you don't have Waze, download Waze, W-A-Z-E, Waze app. It's good to have, good to use it in your car, good to use it on your motorcycle. Okay, I'm saying things that just coming in my mind. I don't have a script when I'm making these things. But if you're riding at night, in my lowers right there, which I'll say something about them in a minute. If you're riding at night, I have a pair of sunglasses, not sunglasses, the opposite. I have a pair of clear glasses in my lowers. On this Arai helmet that I have, it takes too much to get the visor off. Well, really it doesn't, but I don't want to carry a clear visor. So I lift the visor up and put my riding glasses that I got from Cycle Gear, they're clear, when I'm riding at nighttime. Because with this very, very dark visor, which I ride with in the daytime, and right now it's sunny outside and it's perfect. At nighttime, you can't see. So I flip it up and I put my clear lenses on it, and there you go. And before somebody says it, yes, they make a transition. Never had one. Like to use one. Maybe next time I'll get some type of transition lens for my helmet. Now I said something about the lowers. I put these lowers on. My bike is not liquid cooled. I put these lowers on because I needed the extra storage space. And I like the way they look. I have my wallet, keys, phone, I don't know, whatever else I got in this one here. I got stuff that I like to get to all the time. I don't like riding with things in my pocket. I hate riding with stuff in my pocket. You're being on a long distance ride, you don't want anything in your pocket. And another thing you don't want, as it comes to me, guys, I'm giving it to you. You don't want any tight pants. You want to make sure that you can get some pants that are very comfortable. And let's just be honest. I'm trying to think of a way to say this. You don't want them bunching up on you when you're riding. So you want some pants that's going to be comfortable. That's important. Make sure that you wear some comfortable pants. Make sure they kind of dropped off back there. Let me see what they're doing. I haven't changed. I'm on the cruise control. Oh, here they come. I don't know what he was doing. He might have been looking at something. And the good thing about it, that we all have our communication systems. I have the Cena 50S, and they have the built helmets with the Cena helmets with the Cena devices into them. So that would be another tip, having a communication device. Now, if you're like me, I don't like going down the road calling and talking to people and everything else. I get on this motorcycle. You hear, I don't even have the radio on. I get on this motorcycle and I enjoy the sound of the motor, and I enjoy the wind, and I look around and just see the scenery changing, and I love it. That's what it's about. I love that. So having my Cena device, I can talk on the phone, I can listen to music, I can talk to other riders, but more importantly, if my wife needs me, she can call and I can answer the phone. And if I want to connect to those other riders, I can tell them, watch out, there's something on the road. I can tell them we're getting off here. They can say, hey, it's time to take a break. They can say, we need some gas or whatever. So having a good communicator, Bluetooth communicator, is good. I have a Cena. In the past, I had a Cardo. So a good Bluetooth communicator. And you don't want any of this stuff that only communicates with a certain brand. You want one that will communicate with any brand. And a Cena will do that, and a Cardo will do that. Now my Cena 50S, which I have now, that thing is the top of the line. It will reach so far. The range is it's just unbelievable. And it has a mesh system that if somebody else has a Cena, I can group up with like 50 different riders. Yeah, maybe 24. I don't know, look in the specs, you'll see. It's a lot, it's a whole lot. And speaking of the helmet, I came from sport bikes, and I always wore a full face helmet. Never rode with the little beanie or the half shell or whatever. And if you talk to anybody that's a long distance rider, that's their helmet of choice. They prefer that helmet. Now, I don't know, I was on a live video and some guy, I don't know what his agenda was, but he really had something against full face helmets. I don't know. Maybe, who knows what happened. But I'm telling you, a full face helmet is a rider's best friend. Reason being, you're protected, you have more safety. If you buy a good one, the opening of the helmet doesn't hinder your view. You can see just as good as you can with a half shell. The wind is not hitting you in the face. When I was out in Wyoming, there came a hailstorm and I had to ride through it. I couldn't pull over. There was no underpass. I had to ride through it. So I'm in a hailstorm and I'm trying to get out of it, guys. I'm making hay. I mean, I'm running about 80 miles per hour in a hailstorm because I wanted to get through that thing. And the hail is just hitting my knees, hitting me, hitting the bike, hitting my helmet, hitting my arms. So imagine having a half shell helmet. You know what it feels like for a bug to hit you when you're riding in the face? Imagine what it feels like when hailstones hitting you in the face. So if you're riding long distance, the safety of a full face helmet and the convenience of it, even with the rain. And if you say, well, the shield fogs up, no, it doesn't. If you get, right now I have the Arai helmet with the, oh my goodness, what are those things called? Put in the comments, guys, you know what I'm talking about. You lay it over the inside of your helmet, it doesn't fog or anything like that. And there's also some other tricks if you don't want to do that. Somebody told me you put dial soap, rub dial soap, a bar of dial soap on your helmet and it won't fog up. Never tried it, not saying try it, but maybe somebody has. And there's a lot of things that a lot of comments that people make will give you some suggestions on what you can do with your helmet. But yeah, full face helmet, I am a big believer in a full face helmet. I don't have, you can't see it, it's behind me, but I don't have backrest, a rider backrest. But there's not a rider backrest that compares to a roll bag full of clothes. Not one. Listen, you see this? Let me just show you. Let me lean back against this roll bag. Feet up on highway pegs, lean back against the roll bag. I don't think Lazy Boy makes a recliner that is as comfortable as leaning back against your roll bag and riding your Harley. You can make miles having a roll bag. And some people call them a waterproof duffel bag or whatever. And the reason why, it's just a big old bag that you open up, stuff all your stuff in, roll the top down and strap it to your bike. It's called a roll bag. And it makes for an excellent place to put your clothes. They're waterproof and an excellent backpack. And you're gonna ask which one I have. If I can find the link to it, I don't think they make it anymore. If I can find the link to it, I'll put it in the description below. And then a tour pack. And I've said this tour pack's been coming up a lot. I bought a tour pack. I didn't pay all that money, much money for a tour pack, because I personally don't like the look of my tour pack on my Street Glide. I mean, it looks okay, but I like my Street Glide without a tour pack. Well, I don't want to say I don't like the look of it. I like the looks of it, but I like it better without the tour pack. So the tour pack I bought it, let's bump it up a notch here. I bought it from Amazon, Vivid Black tour pack. It's the advantage of having a Vivid Black bike. Came painted, a Vivid Black tour pack, put that on the back, have the rack, quick detachable, all those things, and the tour pack may have cost $300. Keep all my stuff in it, works out perfect. tour pack helps out a lot. You can get a rack on the back too, but a tour pack, if you got things that you don't want to get wet, or maybe want a little bit more secure, put a tour pack in the back of it, on the back of it. And I'll try to find the link to that and put that in there. And since I'm talking about tour pack, I'll talk about my extended bags too. I got 5-inch extended bags. It looks good, and it allows for more room to put your stuff right here. I don't know why. Sometimes I'll point and put my turn signal on. The main thing, guys, we buy these Harleys, these touring bikes, all these bags and tour packs on it and this and that or whatever. Get them out and ride them. That's the main thing. Ride them. You will just, you're not, in my opinion, you're not getting the full enjoyment out of your Harley if you don't at least take one road trip, at least a 500-mile road trip, where you can get it all packed down and head out west, or if you're out west, head east, or if you're down south, head north, if you're up north, head south. Get out and ride the bikes with your friends and make some lasting memories. Today I'm riding with my dad. I'm gonna pass this. I don't do that. That's I'm not gonna rely on or depend on this guy that he strapped that down right. Stuff like that comes off the back of a truck and you're on a motorcycle, you can be in bad shape. Don't ever ride close to things like that. Now I'm going to get back in front of them. And I pass them quickly. My cruise is on. I roll on the throttle. Now I roll off the throttle. My cruise kicks back in. It's all good. So that's my little rant on that. But anyway, back to what I was saying. Seriously, guys, enjoy these bikes. And if you bought the touring bike, you bought it for a reason. You have a dream of riding it. Maybe, I don't know, maybe you just bought it because the way you like the way it looked. Some people did. But man, even if you did, get it out and ride it. It'll change. Seeing this and just riding, watching the scenery change, you can think so clear when you're on a motorcycle. And plus you just enjoy yourself. Again, I'm fortunate to be riding with my dad and my uncle. My dad is 76 years old, and my uncle's not far behind him. And we are riding these bikes, camping out, and making memories that I will never forget. It's just awesome. Awesome, awesome. And you guys, if you're still watching this right now after being on this bike this long, or this video, you're awesome. So, I want to thank you for watching. You see the wind blowing me around here? This ain't nothing. You ever ride through Kansas? This don't feel like anything. Nebraska, Wyoming, this is nothing. So, oh yeah, I should have said that. It's a bat wing. The wind's blowing. Oh my goodness, what am I supposed to do? Yeah, wind's blowing. What am I supposed to do? It goes straight. Don't let anybody fool you with that. If you want a bat wing, buy it. If you want a road glide, buy it. They both are capable to ride long distance. Alright guys, so I want to thank you for watching. I was saying, if you like this video, I was thanking you for if you watched it this long. You guys are awesome. So again, I want to thank you for watching. Thank you for allowing me to ramble on as I travel down this road. And thank you for being a supporter of the channel. Hopefully I'll get out and be able to meet you at some Harley dealership or some bike event. Again, I want to thank you for watching. Listen to my advice, guys. Get out and ride these Harleys. That's what they're made for. Thanks again for watching. As I say again, don't forget to like, share, subscribe. As I keep gliding, I'm going to tell you to keep gliding. And as always, have a blessed day.